Hi Pisces, it's Bailey B hanging out for another intuitive reading to help you explore your subconscious. And we'll see what's going on. Thank you for being here. I intend for this reading to help lead you to more safety and more fulfillment. I want you to check in with your own intuition and see what feels true to you, and only pick up what's resonating. Today I'm going to be using the Beginner's Guide to Tarot by Juliet, Sharman-Burke, illustrated by Giovanni Caselli, and then the traditional deck as well. I'm going to do something slightly different today. I've already pre-shuffled the cards, but we'll give it one more go. I'm going to pull a past, present, future, and advice. If you're liking the content, please like the video now that you're thinking about it. Subscribe to the channel if you want more. Every little bit helps the channel grow. Alright, Pisces, past, present, future, and let's see what has come out for us. We have the Two of Swords on the back of the deck. For the past energy, we have the World. For the present energy, the Four of Wands. And for the future energy, we have the Death card. So we have quite an obvious passage through something here with the World card. We've graduated. It's a portal leading us to a new beginning. We have achieved something, and we are now able to move through, level up a little bit, and celebrate what we've been working on. You've done the spiritual and inner work it takes to be maintaining balance over the long haul, and this is you leveling up essentially. So what I'm seeing is, in the past energy, we have been doing a lot of work, a lot of contemplation, a lot of inner work as well, and it has completely paid off. We've been able to sort of reach the next level and move through a sort of portal. And then what do we do after we graduate or reach the next level? We celebrate. So the Four of Wands here in the present energy is telling me that you, if you haven't already, will be celebrating. If you haven't started already, you'll be celebrating here soon with friends and family. You're claiming this victory. This particular Four of Wands especially this person is being greeted by an absolute, just like, that has to be thousands of people. I'm trying to think of what you would call that, just like an army marching towards him in cheer. So clearly you're getting some fanfare and some recognition here with your new endeavor. This new achievement that you've had has really brought along the support of others. It's important to take time to recognize that and to enjoy our wins, revel in that a little bit, because when we achieve something that we've worked so hard for, part of the challenge is to recognize what we have while we have it, and be super grateful for those times of celebration, because that's what begets more blessings and more wins in the future, is the gratitude that we have for what we have now. For the future, we have the Death energy. So this is telling us that something is ending, something is over. It can be something that we're leaving behind, maybe a certain phase in life that we've been in that we're now leaving behind us. It could even be relationships that we have to leave behind in order to move to this next phase of life and move through this portal with the World card here. Sometimes it can be a mourning process to move to a new stage, right? It's a feeling of being comfortable where we're at and very proud of what we've achieved, and it's hard to let that go and move forward, especially if it means leaving something behind that we did cherish, a routine or even a location. You might be moving with this new stage, or something that has to do with leaving your comfort zone behind. So don't fear the Death card. Look for its lessons. The Two of Swords on the back of the deck seems like there might be a type of choice that you're having to make soon, something that's heavy, kind of weighing on your mind. With the crescent moon in the night here, it looks to me like you're not quite seeing the correct choice that you need to make just yet. You're still balancing the swords, weighing your options here. But the Hierophant has also popped up on the back of the deck here for us. So maybe it is a suggestion that we look to a higher power, or some text or type of education to try and find the answer to this question that we're grappling with at the moment. Alright, so let's pull a card of advice, and then we'll get some clarifier cards out here. What is a piece of advice for Pisces as we're moving through? It's too many cards. What is another piece of advice for Pisces as we're entering this new world and celebrating our wins and mourning what we had to leave behind? So we have the King of Swords here for the advice energy. Ooh, and the Ace of Pentacles on the back of the deck. So the King of Swords is here to tell us that change is inevitable. Even the most rigid and solid structures go through transformation. The King of Swords can represent entities that are very well structured, like government entities or corporate entities, or even just personalities that are very rigid, but in a way that keeps us organized and following through. But the spirit animal that represents the sword's suit is the butterfly. So the butterfly is something that changes from the inside out. It is completely remade inside of its cocoon into something new, and that's sometimes what happens with rigid structures like the King of Swords. It has to completely crumble in order for it to be rebuilt again. Something that's very rigid is something that will crumble almost completely, or and not be so flexible and sway in the changing winds. But that is why it is so good at rebuilding itself. So the advice here is to keep your faith that the way you are growing here is in the right direction, and that you have done the necessary actions it's taken to lead you through this portal to success, and to be careful to not stay in that place of mourning for the things that you left behind too long, because inevitably every structure changes and is rebuilt anew, including our family and friend structures when we go through this amount of change. The Ace of Pentacles is here on the back of the deck to remind us that this is a new beginning. It's similar to the World card, where we have this portal that we're going through, but here, instead of like the World card, it's an ultimate ending, a spiritual ending, something that's within us that we have like something to show for this wreath, this victory wreath that we're receiving here in the World card and in the Four of Wands card. These are wreaths of victory, so you've clearly been victorious at what you've set out to do, Pisces. And the Ace of Pentacles is here to remind us that there's still road left to be traveled. So as we're going through the portal here with the Ace of Pentacles, we're being handed a new material opportunity, and being shown the path forward through to the new opportunities in front of us. So this is crazy positive energy. I want to get out some clarifiers, but wow, congratulations, Pisces. You really have been doing so much hard work, and it's starting to pay off, and I'm really proud of you. You deserve it. Oops, there we go. What is this clarifier for the World card? Look at that. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I sometimes am like totally just like aghast at how many times we get repeated cards when we do readings. And the Ace of Wands. Okay, so this is a completely new start for you, Pisces. Here's double confirmation, 2 Ace of Pentacles on the back of the deck. This might even mean that there are 2 options coming towards you, Pisces. You might have your pick of what you get into next with this new adventure, but whatever it is going to lead you to something new and exciting. So whichever path you choose here, if you have options, remember freedom is options, right? So with the wand here and the World card, we have a new passionate beginning after that completion that we are achieving here with the World card energy. The Ace of Wands is a new idea, a new passion in your life, something that you've thought of that is really inspiring you to move forward again. This could even come to you from, you know, spirit or as a download, maybe in a dream of some sort. But it's going to feel like a divine nudge or a light bulb going off that we are going to take and help move us forward and start a new phase of our lives. Coming out on the other side with an entirely new structure to call its own. So the advice here, Pisces, I think, is that we shouldn't fear the change that we're going through. The future is really beautiful, and even though we've mastered something, we still always have room to change and grow in the future. It's like a whole new set of skills that we need to start learning now, right? But it's just so much positive energy here for you moving into this next phase, and I'm really excited to see what else is coming. 4 of Wands, let's get a clarifier out for that. Okay. Somebody really wants to tell us that we're getting a new start, and it's financial, material. I'm going to pull out another clarifier just because. Okay, the 7 of Swords. There is another confirmation here with the 2 of Wands. So you're taking the Ace of Wands, and this is the sort of next step in front of you, which is a little bit more planning, some daydreaming, some maybe planning travel, some phone communication from long distance over Zoom or something like that. But you're going to be communicating with people from not just your vicinity, but, you know, faraway places. The 7 of Swords here with the Ace of Pentacles, you might want to, this might be some advice for you to not like go right away to tell everybody what these plans are. You have this new idea with the Ace of Wands, and some people are probably still back here in celebration mode, kind of wanting to savor that moment. So if you have new ideas that you're wanting to cultivate, I think this is a good time to do it inwardly. Keep it to yourself. Maybe do some journaling, do a little bit of I don't know, Excel spreadsheet work if that's your jam, if this is a small business that you're starting or, you know, continuing to cultivate. But anything that you can do research-wise behind the scenes before you present this new idea or new inspiration to others, I think will really serve you well, because I'm not sure everyone is going to be quite caught up with where you're at already, Pisces. We are very quick learners, and we tend to move on once we've had our fill pretty quickly. So it's nice to give other people some time to catch up, and it's nice to give ourselves some time to do some inner contemplation and make sure that we really know what we want before revealing it to others. Okay, so let's clarify the Death card here. What is it that we're leaving behind, that we are mourning? Oops. There we go. The Fool card and the Temperance card and the Nine of Swords all came out. So I'm going to focus on the Fool card, but what I'm seeing here is that there's a little bit of anxiety about moving through this new portal, like we were just saying. The worry that the things that you have left behind may have been something like you could have done better. I think you're looking back kind of going like, oh, I could have improved there, or I wish we had thought of this first, or I wish, you know, this particular piece had gone a different way. But I think it's good to leave all of these things in the past. Once we put our all out on the table, Pisces, and we've walked through that portal, there's no sense in looking back. There's no changing the past. Sometimes we have a tendency to ruminate, and I know I can be a perfectionist, and I think that's pretty common with Pisces. And we have to reward ourselves in that way, where we let things go after they're done and leave them behind, and have faith that we've done the best that we can. So the Temperance card here is telling me that you were in a time where you were really feeling in balance, and you were enjoying the stability that you had created, this sense of expertise that you've cultivated with the thing that you just closed out. You were in a routine, and it felt really good, really comfortable. You were doing the great work of resting and then working and then resting and then working, and being in balance like that, in flow state, can feel so great that it's really hard to let go and embrace the newness of the Fool, and to admit that, okay, now we're starting again on something that we aren't comfortable with, that isn't in our area of expertise, and we might actually have to show vulnerability again, or be in that phase where we're uncomfortable and growing. You know, there's always those growing pains with the Fool energy, especially when it's something that we don't quite see or understand yet. It's hard to go from a place of being on top and of being a super success to going straight back to the bottom again, and looking up that hill and starting all over again with this Fool energy. So I really encourage you to embrace that Fool energy moving forward, because it's what's going to keep, like I said earlier, life exciting, and it's what's going to keep you growing and learning, not knowing or not like having all of the answers. So anyway, I think that this is good for us, Pisces. It's good for us to continue to challenge ourselves and bring us outside of our comfort zone. All right, let's get one more card of advice for this King of Swords and clarify, what is this King of Swords energy for advice? We know that we have to sometimes let the structures crumble and be born again. All right, the Knight of Wands with the Six of Pentacles on the back of the deck. So the Knight of Wands clarifying the King of Swords is telling me that this new energy is coming around. There's two wands here. The Knight of Wands is actually carrying the Ace of Wands, and it is the fiery, passionate energy that is really common when we have a new idea and it's moving us forward. It's like that youthful vigor when we aren't tired yet, and that ability to just really blaze through something quickly, especially when we have that special interest or that passion for this particular thing. So the King of Swords is telling us that, you know, we are changing, we are pushing through to the other side. There is a new beginning, and although it is uncomfortable to completely start over again. There's a passion and an excitement here that's going to keep us moving forward and keep us excited along the way. So I actually want to end with the Wild Unknown Spirit Animal deck by Kim Krans. I'm feeling like I want to give us one last piece of advice or something to think on while we're going through this next portal, or this portal into our new phase, or new idea fool era. This new idea where we're going to be kind of feeling like a fool. The bee energy. I love that card. It's so pretty. The bee is an air energy, which is earnest, hardworking, and democratic. The bee personality is a delight to be around, especially when there's a team project on the horizon. This is exactly what we've been talking about. Bees love to work steadily and thoughtfully until the final task is complete. They are sensitive creatures, aware of many subtleties at once. Since they are an artist at heart, they usually add creative details to the overall vision. For the most part, they have bustling, joyous personalities until they're too tired from all the hard work, and then they gripe and then sting. So this is the perfect energy to finish this reading with. It is us, Pisces. We are sensitive. We love to be steady for others and thoughtfully work until our task is complete. We are, for the most part, very joyous people and love to taste the sweet honey of life, right? But when we've been overworked or we've overgiven, we can definitely turn to that dark Pisces, kind of gripey, easily flustered part of ourselves, right? So when we're in balance as a bee energy, we are content, active, and vibrant. When we're out of balance, we're overworked and annoyed, and the advice here is to bring it into balance with a mini vacation. So there you go, Pisces. This is us right now. We have graduated and achieved a recent goal. We've gone through a portal. We've leveled up from all of our steady hard work, and I think it's time to leave all that in the past. It's time to take a rest after the celebration. Maybe take a mini vacation, as the bee energy suggests, to bring us back into balance before we start off on this new adventure with the Ace of Wands, the Fool card, and the Ace of Pentacles here, seeing us off on this next phase of our lives. The last thing I'll say is the Six of Pentacles is here on the back of the deck, telling us that even though we might feel slightly unprepared for this next phase, and we may not have all the resources worked out, or we just went through the funding stage and the idea of going through it again is just like so overwhelming, but we will be successful here. The Six of Pentacles is telling us that we will get what we need to move forward. Even if it's just enough, we will definitely be getting that help, that loan, that little piece of information, or the expert that comes out to help us move through this situation. It will be there for us. The universe has got us. So Pisces, I hope this brought you some joy, some extra cheer to your day, maybe a little motivation for the days ahead. Thank you for being here with me. I really appreciate you more than you know. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content. I'm really trying to grow the channel right now. One of my first 500 subscribers will have a chance to win a free hour reading with me. So I'm looking forward to meeting some of you. As always, Pisces, I hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world, and live long and prosper.